What do you think happens? Do you think maybe a rematch with Sean O'Malley would make sense? What happens if all goes the way you think it will on Saturday?
As Mirab been saying himself, Figueiredo is a top, most worthy contender right now. So if I beat him, I don't know what Mirab gonna say, but probably he gonna want to rematch Sean O'Malley again. But as you all know, what happened when I fought Sean, I believe I was robbed, and I believe I beat Sean very decisively. So I don't know what's gonna happen, but I know that I'm not looking behind Figueiredo. I just very confident that I'm gonna break him and I'm gonna take this number one contender spot.
All right, let us say hello to the former UFC bantamweight champion, Petr Yan. He's getting ready to walk that aisle this Saturday in the main event of UFC Macau against former flyweight champion, Deiveson Figueiredo. Incredible matchup. Petr, how are you, sir?
Hello, sir. I'm good. Good. Thank you.
Thank you for joining. First off, congratulations on signing a new deal with the UFC. Pretty good start to fight week. What did that mean to you that the promotion wanted to lock you down for a longer term just days before this fight?
Ну, что могу сказать? Я начал свой большой путь, так сказать, в UFC и пришел к
You could
определенным
say I started
результатам.
my big journey in UFC, and I was able to achieve some good things here. And I want to thank the organization for giving me opportunity to perform, to get better. And I believe I have a lot of great battles ahead of me.
And you have one this Saturday. I'm very excited for this fight. And you return to action after a year away against Song Yadong at UFC 299. You got a win, but you revealed you suffered a torn ACL and meniscus in the first round of that fight. You've obviously recovered because you're getting ready to fight this Saturday, but how are you feeling on that aspect? All good?
Yes, да, все прошло отлично, все отлично, good. Чувствую себя потрясающе, соскучился по боям.
Yeah, recovery went great. I feel amazing actually, and I can't wait till this weekend, to show everybody what I can do.
When you look back on that performance against Song Yadong, especially knowing that you basically fought the last two rounds on one leg, how happy were you with how you fought in your performance?
Я доволен своим выступлением. Не то, что 2 раунда я провел. Я до боя за месяц получил такую серьезную травму. Я все 3 раунда был на одной ноге.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with my performance. Not only the last 2 rounds, I had this injury 1 month prior to the fight, so I'm pretty happy with the outcome, and because I was limited in my preparation and in my abilities in the
А в
fight.
бою я порвал вторую ногу.
And in a fight, I actually had a second leg injury, so my both legs were compromised.
Oh, really? That's wild.
Yeah.
So you were already injured heading into the fight, and then so you basically were on you weren't healthy in either leg by the end of that fight?
Yeah, like in preparation, I hurt my inguinal muscle on the right side, and obviously it resulted in a lot of heavy load on my left leg, on my left knee. So in a fight, it resulted in a left knee injury. So in the fight, both my legs were compromised.
Wow, that is crazy. And now you're gonna fight Deiveson Figueiredo, who moved up to 135 not that long ago. He gets the win over Rob Font. And ever since then, everybody has wanted this fight between you and Deiveson Figueiredo. So after the win over Song and after seeing what Davison's been able to do, did you expect this to be your next fight as well?
Yeah, actually, when the news came out that he's going up to the bantamweight division, I was one of the first people who called him out and invited him for the battle. And what can I say about the matchup? 2 former champs with exciting style. I believe it's going to be an exciting show, and I believe I can break him.
A lot of people weren't sure how his power and how his skill set would translate up at 135 after having so much success at 125. And he's looked really good. Have you been impressed with what he's done at 135? The wins over Fon and Cody and Marlon Vera. What did you think of those fights?
Ну, я думаю, что раз он перешел, значит, ему сложно было гонять уже в свой вес.
Yeah, I mean, if he moved up, it probably means he had problems making weight at flyweight. So it means he cut a lot of weight, so he's pretty heavy anyway. And talking about his opposition, like Rob Font, Cody Garbrandt, Marlon Vera, I believe they're not that high level, they're mid-level average fighters, and he never faced someone as high level as me.
You guys faced off yesterday as we speak, and the video went out and people were wondering what you whispered to him, because you did whisper something to him. What did you say to him when you faced off with Deiveson?
I just told him it's gonna be very hard and tough night for him, and that he never faced before, you know.
This fight is fantastic.
Yeah, I'm not bluffing. I'm not playing any mind games. I just honestly believe that he never faced anything like he's gonna face this Saturday night, you know, and he never had any challenges as I had.
Yeah, I'm very intrigued by this matchup, and the stakes seem to be very high, a lot on his side, because many believe that if Figueiredo wins, he could actually leapfrog Umar Nurmagomedov and get a title shot against Merab Dvalishvili. What happens if you win this fight? Because I don't think a lot of people are talking about what happens if you win. What do you think happens? Do you think maybe a rematch with Sean O'Malley would make sense? What happens if all goes the way you think it will on Saturday?
You know, as Merab been saying himself, Figueiredo is a top, most worthy contender right now. So if I beat him, you know, I don't know what Merab gonna say, but probably he gonna want to rematch Sean O'Malley again. But as you all know, what happened when I fought Sean, I believe I was robbed, and I believe I beat Sean very decisively. So I don't know what's gonna happen, but I know that I'm not looking behind Figueiredo. I just very confident that I'm gonna break him and I'm gonna take this #1 contender spot.
What have you made of Umar so far? Because a lot of people feel like he's the next guy, but Merab is saying, look, you haven't done enough just yet to get that shot. What have you made of what he's done in his pretty quick rise up this division?
Ну, знаете, вы же понимаете, за счет чего Умар тоже двигается, да? Он молодой, крепкий, но также
Yes, Umar is very young and obviously talented fighter, a very good fighter. But we know what helped him to go so fast and rise up in the division, you know. His family name helped him, you know, he have a big support behind his back. So I believe, to be fair, he need at least a couple more wins, you know, to be a contender for the belt.
Well, let's focus on what you got to do on Saturday. You said it's going to be a long night for Deiveson Figueiredo in this main event, UFC Macau. How does this all play out? What is the headline going to read when this fight is over on Saturday?
Я визуализирую себе, представляю.
So only bad soldier doesn't want to be a general. So in my head, I visualize how I win, how my hand gets raised, and then I call out Merab.
Love it. Petr, very excited for this fight. Excited to see you back. Glad to see you're feeling better and that you've recovered. Looking forward to this fight with Deiveson Figueiredo this Saturday, main event of UFC Macau. Petr, best of luck to you. Enjoy the rest of fight week, and all the best to you in the octagon on Saturday.
Thank you so much. Thank you, brother.